So I'm reading this story on cbc.ca about advertising, and about midway through I start asking myself if I've touched down in some alternative universe, maybe the Bizarro planet. Here's the gist. Social media websites like Facebook and Twitter are now raking in the lion's share of federal advertising dollars. So of the $39.2 million of your money the government spent on ads last year, almost $18.2 million was spent on digital ads, or about 46% of the total budget. Now, we can debate the merits of the Fed spending our moolah on ads, but that's a debate for another day. In the meantime, obviously the Feds feel they must spend dough on ads to keep the great unwashed masses informed about, July 1st celebrations and blueberry festivals and stuff like that. Regardless, like any entity that advertises, you want to spend the money where the eyeballs are, and so it is that almost half that spend is in the digital realm, something that didn't even exist in yesterdecade. Meanwhile, last year marked the lowest amount spent in more than 10 years on traditional advertising outlets like newspapers and television. And guess who is mightily pissed off with that? Well, that would be Bob Cox, chair of something called News Media Canada and the publisher of the Winnipeg Free Press. You see, old Bob is concerned this ad spending policy hurts traditional media outlets like newspapers, i.e. his media outlet, and then he plays the think of the children, think of the seniors card, because apparently older Canadians aren't seeing federal messages because they're just too stupid to operate a computer or a smartphone. Says Bob, quote, every time something new comes along, people rush to the new thing and ignore the old thing, end quote. Yeah, that's right, Bobby, they do. Cars came along more than a century ago, and you know what? Just about everybody thought these automobiles were a way better way of getting around than, say, riding a horse or a camel or piloting a dog sled. It's called progress. Even so, the CBC story notes that Cox is lobbying the government to spend more on advertising in traditional media outlets, arguing the digital-first marketing strategy is off-kilter. Yes, you read that right, folks. Canadian mainstream media is about to receive a staggering $600 million bailout / slush fund from the Trudeau Liberals, and Bob Cox is still fretting that some $18 million is going towards digital advertising, when part of that sum could be going towards, propping up the Winnipeg Free Fish Wrap. Wow, I guess that's how it goes down at the pig pen, eh? Once that sow has her snout in the feed trough, no amount is ever too much, ever. It's just too bad that it happens to be you and I that's paying for all this pig slop. For the Rebel.media, I'm David the Menzoid Menzies. Hey folks, have you heard you can listen to all Rebel shows as a podcast? Please go to therebel.media/listen.